Hey there. Welcome to FactPoint. Today we are going to reveal some of the most fascinating and bizarre diseases. The reason why people around you are not at all identical to you is that the human birth process is full of errors. These errors are the reason why we are so different. And sometimes the same errors result in quite bizarre, obscure and sometimes fascinating genetic diseases. Let's look a few. Number 1. Autobrewery syndrome is an unusual medical condition where every time you ingest carbohydrate, your gut starts fermenting alcohol in intoxicating quantities. For the same reason, it's also known as gut fermentation syndrome. Caused by a type of yeast, this medical condition can go undetected for more than 2 decades. And once diagnosed, it's for sure that you cannot eat 90% of the food items. Number 2. CIPA, or congenital insensitivity to pain with anhidrosis, is quite a rare disease with only few hundred noted cases in the world. When a person is suffering from CIPA, they tend to not feel any kind of pain at all. It can turn quite lethal when a preventable injury goes unnoticed and takes fatal form. The person cannot feel extreme temperatures, causing infants to die due to overheating. Ever thought it would be cool to not feel any kind of pain? Number 3. FFI. Fatal familial insomnia. As you might have guessed from the name, it is a fatal medical condition where with passage of time, the individual starts suffering from more and more sleeplessness, ultimately resulting in extreme insomnia and death. The individual dies within 2 years of diagnosis and there has been no known cure. Number 4. Syndrome X. One of the most rare disease with only known affected individual, an American named Brooke Greenberg. Brooke Greenberg was alive for 20 years and she always remained a toddler, both physically and mentally, despite her growing age. She was only 2.5 foot tall and weighed just 8 kilograms and was thought to be mentally of 1 year age. The cause for the disease is still unknown. Number 5. Myotonic hypertrophy is a rare genetic condition where the affected individual is unable to store fat and has twice the average amount of muscles in a human body. The muscle strength of such individual is very high. Sounds more like a superhero syndrome. The only downside is that you will have to eat a lot since you cannot store food in form of fat. Number 6. When it comes to psychiatric disorder, Capgras delusion is one scary disease. The person suffering from this condition forms a delusion that his close loved ones have been replaced by a similar imposter. It commonly occurs with schizophrenia and its symptoms are usually observed in old age. It's one scary disease for sure. Number 7. Jumping Frenchmen of Maine. No, we are serious. This condition is indeed called jumping Frenchmen of Maine. It was found in a group of French-descendant lumberjacks. In this rare medical condition, the person when encounters a sudden movement or noise, he jumps and screams like a little child. Number 8. Alien hand syndrome. It is one of the most bizarre and most scary case of a human disease. The person suffering from AHS loses control over one of their hands. The affected hand starts to behave like it has a will of its own, and works independently from the body. There have been reported cases where affected individuals wake up to their own hands strangling them. Number 9. Walking corpse syndrome. Medically termed as Coulter delusion, it is a medical condition in which the affected person starts to feel like they don't exist, they are dead. The person starts to hallucinate and feel like they can smell their rotting body. If left untreated, the body organs eventually stop working. Number 10. Hyperthymesia is a fascinating disease where inflicted individuals are able to recall their past with very precise and accurate details. They not only just have autobiographical memories but can recall public events in near-perfect detail. The affected people claim that they do not have control over their memory and just looking at dates make them start imagining vividly. Bizarre, isn't it? Stay tuned for more interesting videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Have a fine day ahead. Thanks.